The Drake Golem. This is a brand new starter mining ship from the Drake family. You may remember a little hint about the salvage starter from the RSI family being in concept phase few weeks back. I did expect there to be a starter mining ship, but I never expected it to be this far done. It is almost ready for live, and it is something they sometimes do. A sudden ship surprise before the release. As usual, this Drake Golem is a very bare bones, small, starter-sized mining ship. It looks like some of the parts were taken from the Drake Cutter, or at least some of the visual outline. Roughly being the same size, perhaps slightly bigger, slightly longer, but having a layout and tools meant for mining. Even though there is no interior, it does not need one, as it's meant to play as a tool. The focus with this starter is to be a compact introduction to the vehicle mining or the vehicle mining role of this game, and that is the exact reason why I think it is just perfect. A new small starter ship you don't really have to commit and can get some simple mining gameplay experience. Perhaps what helps them to sell this ship the best is our good old Drake style. This rugged, rough and ready look. As usual, there aren't really any panels. The vents and cables are running freely. Even the mineral container is unique. It actually covers up the ship's modules and makes their access a bit harder. The mining arm the ship has is rather unique and runs from the top of the ship, or more precisely running from the center with its head out towards the front of the body in this long extended out arm. And that is some fancy action right there. As for the mining itself, it was stated that the tool used by this ship is a little bit unstable, a little bit uncommon as well. Kind of like the cheapest laser. It was also stated that it somewhat breaks the ore. This means we are not likely to get as much of it as we would with some of the other mining heads. And unfortunately, we will not be able to swap the mining head, but we will be able to change its gadgets. This means there are at least some ways to improve this mining tools process, and of course to improve our mining chances there is also the little mining or ore gadget we can attach to improve our odds, but I am guessing the mineral loss is actually rather minor. This ship, the Drake Golem, it requires less financial investment than any of the other mining vehicles, so it can be a reasonable ship to pick instead of the Prospector. It might not be as efficient as the Prospector, but the main focus here is this ship being a stepping stone for those who want to learn and progress with this gameplay loop, and I think that is a perfect addition. We don't have too many specialized starter ships, and this will be one of the few exceptions. Perhaps its best feature is the size, as it is capable of fitting into some of the bigger ships and thus can be an excellent ship to use in a pocket carrier. You can see it in Hercules C2, or possibly in the upcoming Drake Ironclad. In a way, it could be a really fun way to go. Here, a large ship at the ready to store all the minerals you can mine with this small little ship, while collecting it with a Drake Golem and storing it on a capital ship, a main ship of the player's fleet. Only things that really concern me are the limitations. More precisely, we don't know how efficient it is. Thus we are somewhat unclear if it could be a fun way for an organization to manage mining. What I want to know the most is if the Prospector will be twice as efficient as the Golem, or Golem will be something like 70% as efficient as the Prospector. Because it might be really good idea to have several Drake Golems in a big ship with a crew and thus starting a mining work in some area, with a fleet of miners in a pocket carrier focusing to store all of their goods. In any case, it is still really good to hear that there is a starting mining ship. We do have many starters which are not specialized, and getting something like this is just perfect. Most of the new players or starting out ships have little storage, weapons and some accommodations. If you have a dedicated role like the medical Pisces or the exploration focused Cutter Scout, although that offers pretty much all the same things. We have plenty which are fighters or can work as fighters, but not so many working ships, not so many focused ships on specific roles. I see this as a pretty good thing, and most will probably agree. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching!